Speaking of the criminal law and the justice system, Defend Our Democracy will launch its Anti-Corruption Week on Friday. This will last until Tuesday next week. The civil society movement says corruption is an evil practice and must be rooted out of all spheres of government, I beg your pardon. Various stakeholders, including Corruption Watch and the Council for the Advancement of the South African Constitution, are part of the initiative. Joining us now is Zaakirah Vadi, who is the Executive Director for Defend Our Democracy and is with us via our video link. Zaakirah, thanks very much indeed for speaking to us and welcome to the SABC News channel. We really are spoiled for choice, aren't we, about how we should think about corruption in our country, given just how much it's shaped even the politic of our post-democracy dispensation. Let me just begin by getting a sense from you what you've got planned from Friday, given just how far-reaching something like corruption is in our society.
Thank you very much. Our anti-corruption related activation started yesterday. We did a bit of social media work around it. And today we've just put out a joint statement calling on Minister Thembisi Malani to be relieved of her duties, given the recent allegations that have come out against her. And this is a statement between several civil society organizations and really kicks off our activations for Anti-Corruption Week. We are on our way currently to the Department of Human Settlements, where we will be tying a symbolic alleged police scene crime tape around or near the Department of Human Settlements. And we'll be doing this at several sites where there have been allegations of state capture and corruption over the last couple of years. We also have a webinar that's planned on Friday, where we'll be getting civil society organizations to reflect over their work for the last year and to also assess what should be the priority areas of anti-corruption work come 2025.
You know, earlier this week, the chairperson of SCOPA came out to say that what we thought was the extent of the corruption is perhaps just the tip of the iceberg. And he was basing this off the many weeks of briefings he's received in his capacity as the chairperson of that portfolio. And it's made me wonder, or let me ask the question this way. What's your response to people who say things like the Anti-Corruption Week activities you've just outlined aren't really helping us shift the dial, given the scale of the skullduggery in government?
I think the importance of Anti-Corruption Week is that it keeps the issue on the national agenda. We've tended to become so immune to stories of corruption that, seemingly break every day in the media space. And people begin to start thinking, well, so what if it's just another million? But that other million could have been used to build houses. It could have been used to further somebody's tertiary education. It could have been used to provide food. There are feeding schemes in schools, for example. And that's the real and material impact of corruption. And we don't want that or the knowledge of what that money could have used for to disappear. And hence, weeks like
For that, Zaakirah, of course, is the Executive Director for Defend Our Democracy, outlining for us, I suppose, what difference really Anti-Corruption Week actually makes, given just how extensive, unfortunately, graft is in our society. It actually begins on Friday, running until Tuesday next week. So I have no doubt we'll have many other opportunities to continue to engage about the effectiveness, at the very least, of that campaign.